in Vedanta, there are 4 preliminaries, 4 prerequisites. They are called sadhan chatushtai, the fourfold preliminary requisites for spiritual life. What are they? If you remember, viveka, ability to discriminate or analyze, to see the difference between the temporal and the non-temporal, between the permanent and the changing. Then second, vairagya, a dispassion for the changing, for the non-eternal, for the passing, and an equal desire to realize the highest. Vairagya is not negative. Then third one, Shramadamadi Shat Sampatti. 6-fold disciplines are there. Shama, a calmness of mind. Not restless mind, calmness of mind. As far as the world is concerned, calmness of mind. But you may be restless for God. Sri Ramakrishna was very restless, but restless for God, not for the world. Often in our case, it is just the opposite. You're very calm regarding spirituality, Vedanta, God realization. Don't lose your sleep over. But every little problem that happens in the house, at work, on the road, little problem that happens with the body, with people around me, it affects me very much. I lose sleep over it. Sri Ramakrishna put it this way. He said, people cry potfuls of tears for children and husband and wife. And how many people cry for God? How many people shed tears for God? So that shamaha is peaceful mind regarding the world. Damaha, control, discipline of the sense organs. Then third one is uparati, withdrawal from the world outside. Not too much engagement with the world, as far as possible. That withdrawal becomes extreme. The height of that uparati is sannyasa, becoming a monk. So you as far as practical, you are withdrawn from the world. That's becoming a monk. But to whatever extent we can practice, basically today you would call it, and there are life coaches who coach you how to live your life better. I think it's a good idea. One of the things they say is simplify, simplify, simplify. So, uparati, withdrawal. Rati, enjoyment of the senses. Uparati, withdrawal, reverse. Then, fourth one, uparati, samadhana, to settledness. What you have withdrawn from the world outside, you must settle down within. Not sitting quietly. What have you done? Withdrawn. Then, nothing else. Not nothing else. Settle down on your spiritual quest. Bear down upon it. You've cleared the decks for action. Now take action. Then the fifth one, titiksha, a spiritual toughness. These things we must remember. These are helpful till the point of realization. They're always helpful. Titiksha. That's the cash you have got to spend on your long journey. All of these qualities. This is what supports you through spiritual life. A spiritual toughness, no matter what happens in life. In the world outside, in my own mind, I have picked up something, I'll hold on to it until I'll see it through in this life. Then, last one, Shraddha. This is what I wanted to speak about. 6-fold treasure. Of the 6-fold disciplines, the Shraddha. Shraddha means faith. What kind of faith is talked about in the path of knowledge? Not a blind belief, not even a religious faith. It's just that what the teachings are in the book, what my teacher has told me, it must be true. I don't get it yet. I'll get it. I will realize it soon. But till that point, take it on faith. It's no more than you would do when you go to class in a university. You're attending a math class or a physics class or something, and what's happening is incomprehensible, but you feel that what's there in the textbook and what the professor is telling me must be true. It's just that I don't get it yet. If I apply myself hard enough, I'll get it. It's not just blind belief. Shraddha. That faith is essential. Otherwise you won't, what's the phrase? Stay the course. Is that the correct phrase? Stay the course means until you won't see it through, unless you have that kind of faith. Such a thing is possible. I can be enlightened. I can be a Jivan Mukta and enlightened while living. That is possible in this very life. Such a thing is possible. I am Brahman. That faith, now at the end of the journey, Nididhyasana, the Vedantic meditation, that faith becomes Nishtha. What started out as faith, now you understand. And then if you hear these truths again and again, if you think about it, if you meditate upon it, clarity comes, depth comes, it opens up. We understand. To some extent, at least, we all understand now. Now that you have understood, it's no longer a matter of faith. Now you know. Now what do you have to do? Stay with your knowledge. This is very vital. Jnana Nishtha means staying with knowledge. Dedicated to knowledge, stabilized in knowledge, centered in knowledge. What knowledge? I am Brahman. Centered in the truth that I am Brahman. This is Jnana Nishtha. Living your life in the light of this truth. See how Vivekananda's famous definition of religion. Religion is the manifestation of the divinity already within us. I often would wonder, why did he not say religion is the manifestation of is the knowledge of the divinity already within us? Why did he not say religion is the knowledge of the divinity already within us? Not just knowing it, not just understanding it, but manifestation. Manifestation means it must be reflected in my thinking, in my speech, in my actions. Finally, am I able to live the life? Finally, does it clearly show in my day-to-day life? Am I happy? Am I peaceful? Can I face the challenges of life which are bound to come anyway by my prarabdha karma? Can I face them with a serene mind, with a smile on my lips? Yes. Then you are manifesting the divinity within. Have I overcome selfishness? Have I overcome lust, anger, greed, kama, krodha, lobha? Can I transcend those? Can I overcome them? Yes. Then that knowledge is working. So that is the purpose of nididhyasana. It leads to jnana nishtha. Jnana nishtha, staying in the knowledge, I am Brahman. Now, don't mistake this for that I'm continuously thinking, I am Brahman, I am Brahman, I am Brahman. What are you doing? Jnana nishtha, nididhyasana. See, continuously, consciously, always remembering that I am Brahman, that's a practice. That is what nididhyasana is. There's no doubt, consciously remembering it. But one should come to the stage, enlightenment is the stage where you don't have to consciously remember it. It becomes part of your mental makeup, it becomes your identity. Your second nature, your first nature, your reality itself. If your name is John, do you keep repeating, I'm John, I'm John, I'm John, I'm John? What would you like in your coffee? I'm John, I'm John, I'm John. No. I don't want to forget that I'm John. No, you will never forget. It's your name. It's always, the sign is that it's always available to you. The moment somebody asks, what's your name? I'm John. Similarly, that Brahman nature is clear and unchanging, ever shining, always available to me. When do I need it? When it is, available means when I need it. When do I need it? Not all the time. When there is suffering, when there is a problem, physical pain, emotional pain, fear, anxiety, terror, can I call upon that knowledge? Does it come immediately and help me overcome? I can smile, laugh at it, all the problems which the world can throw at me. If I can do that, then it is at my beck and call. If at that point I feel that it was clear in the Vedanta class, but now it's not at all clear, then it is not yet stabilized. So it is not repeating I am Brahman mentally. Repeating I am Brahman is a mantra. Mantra is meant to be repeated. This is knowledge. Knowledge is different from a mantra. I had mentioned earlier how a very senior Swami of our order, he went to his guru, Swami Gambhirananda, the 10th president of our order. After becoming a monk, when you become a monk, you are given, by your guru, you are given what is called a Mahavakya. Among other things, a Mahavakya, one of the great statements of the Vedanta. Mahavakya, Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman. If you want to put the teaching of this entire book and all of Vedanta in one sentence, it is that. Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman. So having been given that, becoming a monk, next in the morning, the first day of his life as a newly minted monk, he went to the guru and he bowed down. He told me the story years later. He bowed down to Swami Gambhirananda and asked, Swami, how many times should I and we, all the new monks, how many times should we repeat this Mahavakya? Because all the things that we have been given earlier are mantras, meant to be repeated, so that you drive it deep into yourself. And Swami Gambhirananda said, he would sit with his eyes closed. So Swami Gambhirananda said, it is not meant for repetition, it is meant for realization. Any other question? No? You may go. He was a man of very few words. It is not meant for repetition, it's meant for realization. It must become you. It is you, but you must realize it.